Hey friends, today I'm going to show you a few basic strokes with a dagger style pinstripe brush using our alpha enamel. Stay tuned. Alright friends, got my alpha enamel mixed up with some high temp reducer. It's a little warm in the shop today. I got a palette over here. I'm not going to waste your time. This is just going to be a quick video. We're going to do a straight, a horizontal, and some curves. Just your basic pinstripe strokes. Alright, what I did here, this is a panel we sell on alpha6corporation.com. It's great to practice on. I've just taped it up like this. You can do it on the table. I put this line of tape here for a sight because we're going to practice our straight line, our vertical straight lines first. So when we're going to stripe, we want our brush to be like that. Well, we don't want that hair on there. I want to train those hairs. We don't want the brush to be all droopy with so much paint that it's flopping around. Okay. Let's see if I can do this with the camera there. We got the brush like that. I'm at about 45-degree angle to the surface. I'm going to touch down, establish my line thickness. So after I establish my line thickness though, I'm not pressing in or coming out. I'm keeping that line thickness there. If you guys hear some grumbling, that's my bulldog making some noise. So I'm keeping it at a 45. I'm going to put the pressure and I'm eyeballing. This is where I'm looking, right here. I want to make sure that space is straight. I'm just dragging it down. Okay, there's stroke one. Okay, stroke two. We're going to do a horizontal. Paleting the brush a little bit. I have to get a little bit more paint on the brush. Training those hairs to let that paint come right off. I'm going to use that tape line as my visual for my horizontal. I'm going to do the same thing I did here. 45 degree. I'm going to touch down, establish my line thickness, and just drag across. You notice I'm not speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing. It's all one consistent fluid motion. That's what we have to do in striping. It's got to be a fluid, consistent motion. So that is stroke two, the horizontal. Now we're going to do a half moon. Got a Stabilo pencil here. Probably see it there. Stabilo pencil. Roll of tape or anything round. Let's do this. We're just going to use that as a visual guide. So with Stabilo, you could go right over it. You want to wipe off anything, any little blobs of Stabilo lead there. But you can go right over it if you want. We're going to go right next to it. So what I want you to notice when I'm pulling this is that as I'm pulling this line, I'm going to be twisting that brush. You got to twist those hairs out of the way. If you go like this, it's going to get flat. So we establish our line thickness. And I'm twisting those hairs. It's okay. It's a little difficult to get to that one. Now we're going to do the underhanded one. Again, establishing that line thickness. You see I'm twisting those hairs away. Same speed, same pressure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do some verticals. We got our Stabilo. We can just do this by hand. There's that. Ugh, that's a bad one. I'll get it close. Our stripe will be better. Alright. So we paleted the brush. Palette, 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 palette. Most important, palette. Okay? Same thing. We establish our line thickness. 45 degree. Press down. Turn those hairs out of the way. Okay. Same thing, pressing down. So when I say establishing a line thickness, I'm pressing, and you can see this little paint right here. That's my line thickness. If I want my line thickness to be that thick, I'm just not pressing that hard, right? I could do a thin one, or I could do that size. But once I press down, that pressure and that distance from my fingers to the surface has to remain the same. That's going to keep our line thickness the same. Turning, 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 turning. Okay, those are some basics. Thank you guys for supporting Detroit-made products. And I will post more videos about this. Leave a comment below if you want specific videos on how to use our Alpha Enamel, Alpha Flex, Alpha Acrylic. Questions, comments, like and subscribe.